Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street Today time. I'm Devin O'Day. A shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, on X, and of course, our Main Street Media viewing app, which is free. And you can watch on Roku or Amazon Fire, all the good stuff. Plus, we are also on YouTube every single day live at this time. And glad that you're with us. We are an interactive show, and we welcome you to put your comments wherever you are, and they will come into the show. And sometimes we use them on the show. Thank you guys for being there. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. And we love seeing folks. This is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. We're going to be talking about that later in the show. We've got a wonderful collection of things to do with the hits list. We're going to talk to Dan Smalley coming up, and he is a fantastic singer-songwriter artist that you are going to absolutely love. And he's got a very, very powerful, very important song that we're going to share with you. All that and a whole bunch more coming up. But first, we're going to talk to Tracy Hitz from the Hits List. She is on the road and moving and grooving. We're going to talk to her right after this.
Mid-South Exteriors.
Leave the bugs outside and bring the sunshine in. We build custom sunrooms that match your house perfectly. We also do siding and trim, gutters and downspouts, and our Energy Star replacement windows can qualify you for $500 from the TVA. We don't support a big fancy showroom, so we can come to you, sell direct to you for less. For the lowest prices from a name you can trust, call us or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com.
Howdy to Brenda Fielder, who is watching. I think she's out in Orlando this morning. And Tracy Hitz is with us with the Hits List. You moving and grooving on the road today, aren't you?
I am. I couldn't hide it.
I know, but it's okay. It's okay. You're a woman on the move, and there's some really cool things happening for the new year we're going to be talking about with Tracy. We lost you there for a second. Are you still there?
Oh,
there we are.
Yes. On the road.
On the road. That's where it is. Where are you?
I'm just driving around East Nashville. I just had to pop over between meetings. So.
Oh, well, you've got a list. The Hits List is what we depend on every Thursday to kind of keep us going. And when we miss a Thursday, people complain. So I don't want to miss it.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, I think when I just did that, I can't really actually see my list. So I'm going to go from my memory.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Well, let's just tell what you're doing this weekend. That's enough. I mean, you are always so busy.
We can start with that. Well, there's a Predators game tonight. Always love to support the Predators. That's always a fun event. And then you got the Titans game on Sunday. They're not really playing for anything anymore. They can knock out. I think they're playing the Jaguars. Whoever they can mess up some things for some other people. But it's the last one, and it's the end of NFL for us. So always a good one to kind of go to. It's gonna be a little chilly, but that's football weather. I'm also going to the Mule House on Saturday. Excited for your event with Thomas Gabriel. And I looked on there yesterday, and there's only a few tickets left. So if people want to go to that, they need to get their tickets now, correct?
That is right. That is the Mule House. And Thomas Gabriel is Johnny Cash's grandson. And we're going to be interviewing Thomas, and we're going to talk a lot about the Johnny Cash years. We're going to talk about, we're going to also be visiting with Manuel, the guy that created the persona and the fashion statement for the Man in Black.
That's going to be awesome. We're very excited to head on over there. Tonight, we're going to see Kenzie Coppin. She's playing at the Grindhouse round.
Love her.
Yes, over at Live Oak. And one of the other people who's playing, I think we've talked about her before too, but Emma Zink will be in one of the rounds tonight. And you may have seen her. She was playing guitar and background vocals for Lainey Wilson at the New Year's Eve Bash in Nashville.
Yeah, she's going on the road with Lainey, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, so she's super talented. So she'll be there singing her original song. She's got one called Worth the Wait, and it's my absolute favorite of hers because I think she's trying to not have it be her brand, but she can be late for things. She's always sliding in right at that last minute, but I think it's the best song she's got. It's super fun. So she has some great songs, so we'll be there tonight. There's also some, like you had mentioned, the New Year's resolution. So there's like some dry January events going on out and around town. where you can do like some crafts, and they're doing it's called Killjoy. And it's like they're doing like I said, mocktails and different things like that. So all around town you can
Mm.
kind of keep your New Year's resolutions to maybe be a little bit healthier or whatever it is that people are
You know,
doing.
and I'm so glad you brought that up because so many people don't realize that you don't have to drink in Nashville. I know a lot of people made this remark that when they looked at the New Year's Eve bash on TV from Nashville, everybody seemed drunk. And they did. They did. But I just want everybody to know that the recovery community and the sober community in Nashville is also one of the strongest in the world. So there are a lot of things, and most every place that you're going to go is going to have non-alcoholic options. There are a lot of sober parties and a lot of dry parties going on all over Middle Tennessee. And so, you know, you don't have to feel like you're alone and that you're giving up all the fun.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of artists that have stopped drinking, which I think is awesome. And it's kind of starting to be a trend. I've never seen so many places that do offer now mocktails, and the non-alcoholic beers are really popping up a lot, which is awesome. I went to a friend's house on New Year's Eve. We didn't even go out. We were going to go out and about and just get in it, but we didn't. And yeah, I was a sober driver, and I still had just as much fun watching my friends who weren't even drinking that much either, but just playing games and just laughing and having a good time. And we remembered every part of it.
See, that's the deal. And you have the memories to go with it. That's the beauty of it. Well, hopefully that's encouraged somebody. Can we talk for a second about this new plan that you have for the new year?
Yeah, so I wanted to thank you so much for having me on here. As you mentioned, some people, if we don't do it, they're like, "What's going on?" or "What's happening?" And I didn't really think that was real, but I have had people reach out to me and ask me to plan their trips to Nashville because they want to experience some of the touristy things, which we also love to do. But they also want to just kind of Nashville like a local, if you will. And so being able to tell them, you know, here's where you can go, and some of it's also to say, okay, if you want to make the most of not having to take Ubers everywhere, just planning to say this, spend the afternoon here, spend the morning here, and really be efficient with your time and your money as well. So yeah, I'm starting to actually do some planning, a trip planning, event planning for people who want to come to Nashville.
I love it. So if you want to find out from thehitzlist.com, if you're coming to Nashville and want to see Nashville like a local, you get in touch with Tracy. And if you're an artist trying to get your brand on, you can go to thehitzlist.com, and Hitz and Branding is the company that she has to create a new kind of a new avenues for brand new artists that are coming into town, and ways that you can perform on stages when you first get here. I mean, instead of waiting to kind of figure out where do you go play and who do I talk to, you talk to Tracy. That's who you talk to.
Yep, that's for sure. We definitely skip the line for some people. If you get, we give our credibility and our backing, and we'll skip the line to get you onto some of those shows.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here. You have a great weekend. Okay.
Thank you. You too. See you on Saturday.
All right. Take care. Bye. We're also having our reboot. Terry Pugh and I are doing our Transcending Turbulence reboot for the new year. That is on Saturday from 9 until 5. And then I'm going to head down to the Mule House right after that. But it's going to be a fun Saturday. So if you there are 2 spots left for that. So you can go to terrypugh.com and send her a message if you want to take one of those 2 slots for a reboot for the new year. And we got so many people who are joining in today. Elizabeth, lots of places like 30 and Lindsley have non-alcoholic options, beer, wine, and spirits. How cool is that? Shelly is with us this morning, and good. Y'all, I had a little adventure, and I'm going to tell y'all, I left this on because I ended up in the emergency room at Vanderbilt, Wilson County last night. Vanderbilt is one of 6 certified stroke centers in the state of Tennessee. And why is that important? Why is it important to go to a certified stroke center? Because they know if there's something that is going on that could lead to a stroke, they can do things to stop it, prevent it, and work with it. That's what they do. I have what I thought for the last 3 days, a pinched nerve in my back. And then I started worrying because the pain wasn't going away. I was uncomfortable. And then it started radiating pain and tingling down my arm. And by the end of yesterday, I was nauseous. The pain was so bad. And going down my arm, I said, you know what? I think I might be having a heart attack. It presents differently for women. We don't always get the crushing chest pain. February is Heart Month, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you have an issue like that, especially if you were a woman, go and check it out. Now, what they found with me, it was not my heart. My EKG was fine. They did a CT scan. That was fine. But here's what happened. The pain threw my blood pressure into a danger zone that I'm not even going to tell you the numbers because it was just ridiculously high. And it took 5 medications to bring it down. They would not let me leave because he said, here's the deal. That could have caused a stroke. And so if you are having issues like that and you start, even if it's not related to stroke or heart attack, you go in and you make sure that they understand that you're having the signs of a heart attack or whatever. If you are, don't wait, just go. And they sent me home by 10:30 last night. And I'm telling you what, I can say nothing but amazing things about Vanderbilt Wilson County. They were on it. They took care of me and they had me in, they had me out, and they did it with a great attitude. So wherever you are, find out where the certified stroke centers are and know how close you are, and do not wait, because when seconds count. And so I will tell you that the natural blood pressure remedies that I was using were not working. So if I've done anything for you, to tell you to be careful and to pay attention to all the signs, because the same things that present as a back issue might very well be a heart attack for a woman. Just letting you know. All right. This is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Tennessee is doing some things right now and instituting some things to help us combat this problem, which now we are on the charts. This is a top 10 chart you don't want to be on, but we're on it. We have interstates going through our town, 4. We have pro sports, 3. We have all sorts of other convention centers and conventions coming to town. That's all the stuff that brings human trafficking and making it a viable way to make a living in this town for some people, and not good people. Let's see what we're doing in the state of Tennessee to combat that.
What is human trafficking? It isn't men snatching girls in parking lots. It's girls and women, boys and men, forced, tricked, groomed, sold for sex, or forced to work by someone, maybe even family, profiting from their pain. It quietly happens every day in every part of Tennessee. But don't just watch out for yourself. We need you to watch out for warning signs of trafficking. Know what to do if you spot them, even if it's a stranger. Learn more at ithastostop.com.
That is the website in Tennessee that they have created to teach, to report, to find out more information. Ithastostop.com. That's how you find out more information. A lot of folks weighing in. Let's see. Elizabeth says, so grateful it was not a stroke. Me too. Me too. And it very well could have been. Just so you guys know, Mama Pat is still recovering and rehabbing from a stroke that she had back in the summer. And it started the same way, debilitating pain, pinched nerve in her neck. And she went in, but the difference is where she went was not a stroke center. And they made her wait for like 5 hours and did not do the same measures that they did at Vanderbilt Wilson County. So make sure that whatever you do, you let people know and you create an advocacy for yourself. And there's my cousin Tim, who I called immediately. I texted immediately. I said, get my Pentecostal family praying. And he did. I'm so glad you're okay. Stay on top of that BP. You know what happened to me. Love you, cuz. Yes, I do know what happened. Good morning, Leslie. Good to have you here. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the things going on in Nashville, but one of them is they're talking a lot. The Governor Lee is looking at a bill and talking about school vouchers and Tennessee education freedom. We're going to find out what's new about that, and it affects every kid. And what is it? And I don't have children, so I didn't really know a little bit about school vouchers and what they meant. We've got the scoop on that coming up next.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
You shouldn't have to choose your child's education based off your zip code and where you live. You should be able to have a choice whether you want to send your kid to a charter school, a private school, or a public school. It should be a choice.
So we started looking into private schools, but they're expensive. And so I had heard about this program. I was like, we're in, let's apply. I mean, it was about as soon as you could.
I was online, I was like, I have to find a way to actually pay for school.
I have found, I've seen firsthand in dealing with parents each year, even parents that are the middle class, they too are struggling. Things have just become much more difficult for families.
I was told that I was the first person in Shelby County to receive the ESA program.
Eventually we were accepted, and that was huge news because it allowed us the freedom to give our children the education we thought they needed.
I didn't have to worry about anything for the school year as a single mom. And I always get emotional about it because I'm able to give my baby an option of a good education.
They were so excited. She absolutely loves school. And she just is really thriving.
She came from no curriculum, not knowing, a lot, to graduating kindergarten, top of her class, straight A. So it made me happy.
They have the outdoor club that he loves so much that he goes to on Friday. He comes home with sand in his hair. So I know that, he's having a great time.
I've been in education now for many, many years. There is no one, ourselves included, who know the children as well as the parents do. When a parent says that their child has a particular need, it's incumbent upon us, it's incumbent upon the system to listen.
We have a constitutional responsibility to provide a great education for all kids in Tennessee. And Governor Lee is bringing forth a proposal that I'm so excited about that is going to give more options to our parents and our families. Education freedom is something that we need to be offering in the state of Tennessee.
I feel that what the governor has done is empowered parents. A politician looks to the next election. A statesman looks to the next generation. The children are our future. They are about 25 to 30% of the population, but they are 100% of the future.
I think it's a great program. Anyone who isn't as financially fortunate as most people should try.
We are a shining star on the map of this nation right now. We want to continue this progress. And if we want to continue it, we have to produce people who lead, who think, and who can be creative.
We were praying for this, for our family, because we knew we couldn't do it on our own. And it really has made a difference in our family and our kids. And we are so grateful.
TN education freedom, allowing children to go. If you don't like where they are, you can do a school voucher and get them where you want them to be. So, and Governor Lee is trying to find a solution to a problem, and our state is working behind him and our legislatures as well. Shelley has a good recommendation. I highly recommend watching Sound of Freedom regarding human trafficking. It's free on Amazon Prime right now, I believe. And she's right. It is Sound of Freedom. A lot of people went to see it in theaters around the country. Angel Films did it. The story behind the film is incredible. It's a true story and a powerful story. This month, Human Trafficking Awareness Month, I recommend that you see it as well if you have Amazon Prime. Dan Smalley is an artist born in Alaska but raised in Louisiana in the Shreveport area, and he's got a brand new song, and it's powerful. I'm going to let you take a look at it right now. It's called Accidentally Drunk, and it's not a party song. Pay attention.
I was tired of waking up to another hangover, trying to get high and up a little lower, swearing it's the last time, like every other Friday night. Yeah, I was doing better staying out of the deep end, hadn't had a sip since Labor Day weekend. I pat myself on the back, 'cause I was pretty proud of that. But I could only fight your memory sober so long, till I start thinking about you, wondering where you're at. Jump in a truck, drive too fast, don't get far, end up at the bar, blow it in park. That's where it starts, with a two-finger pull, telling this glass of tequila I'm only drinking it until I don't need you. But oh, next thing I know, sun's coming up and I'm accidentally drunk. So I wake up and get back on the wagon, it's still pounding, ass still dragging. I'll probably be alright, yeah, until the next time I start thinking about you, wondering where you're at. Jump in a truck, drive too fast, don't get far, end up at the bar, throw it in park. That's where it starts, with a two-finger pull, telling this glass of tequila I'm only drinking it until I don't need you. But oh, next thing I know, sun's coming up and I'm accidentally drunk. Accidentally drunk. I wasn't trying to sip on something so strong, but I could only fight your memory for so long, till I start thinking about you, wondering where you're at. Jump in a truck, drive too fast, don't get far, end up at the bar, throw it in park. That's where it starts, with a two-finger pull, telling this glass of tequila I'm only drinking it until I don't need you. But oh, next thing I know, sun's coming up and I'm accidentally drunk. Accidentally drunk.
That video has a story behind it. And next week, we're going to talk to the creator of that, Dan Smalley. He told the story live on Backstage Nashville Stage. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's not a party song. It's something very poignant and very important. And we're going to talk to him soon about the story behind that song and why he is such a miracle that he is here with us today. All right. Well, our friends over at the Department of Highway Safety, I kind of want to do a shout out to them because they really want you to be safe when you drive as well.
Have a good day. What was your favorite part of today?
What are you doing? Are you drunk?
No, I had a couple, but I'm fine.
My family is in there. You've killed us. What have you done?
Wow. Now that right there kind of brings it all into perspective. That close, and that's that important. That's that important. And you know, I know we've gotten through the holidays, we got through a lot of parties, we got through a lot of that, but it's the everyday stuff that you're not really counting on it. Right in the middle of the day, you're sad, you've driven to something else. And so that's one of the things that, today has a lot of messages on the show today. And does it inspire? Does it inform? That's what the show is all about. Yes. I look forward to hearing his story. His story is so powerful, Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love this. All the feels. It does. Good. Renee says Caitlin Skaggs of New Hope Girls is a great resource as well. NewHopeGirls.com. We've been talking about human trafficking as well. And Michelle, who joins us on YouTube. Wow. Yeah. Dan Smalley, if you don't know his music, it is really, really, really powerful. Hey, there's a really cool celebration coming up in Franklin. It is the Celebration of Nations. I just want to make sure that you know about this. If you have kids, especially if you homeschool them, this is kind of a trip around the world, but it's right here at home.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Because I want to share something with you that I think will help you. And it's this. No amount of worry will change the future. And no amount of regret will change the past. We just spend too much time worrying about the future and regretting the past. Stay in the present moment because there's peace there in the present moment. And I love you.
I loved what she said. Her words come from a very wise place. She has aphasia that affects her after a brain damaging stroke that affected her speech pattern, and living in the present. And be safe, everybody. Be kind. Remember, most of all, you are loved. And I hope that you take with all the details of the show today and apply it to your life and let it inspire you, let it move you forward. Watch something good today. Watch something that nourishes you. Eat something that nourishes you. Go out and take a walk and listen to nature. Enjoy your day. It's a beautiful day out there. The sun is out and so are you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your